Okay, perfect. Now we're good. Okay, we're recording. We are live. Okay, sharing screen, PowerPoint, share. Okay. Why can I only see Hannah? Oh, there we go. Now I see everybody. All right, you guys, welcome to September. I don't even know what meeting this is, like number wise. I feel like it's number 4. I don't remember when I first started these meetings, but I love them. I need to do more. We need to do more meetings, like independent, like few people at a time, group meetings. I think it'll be really fun. So like we always do, we're going to start our team meeting off with a popcorn share. I know there's not a whole lot of us in here, but let's just like make this worth it and like share some wins this month. I know I feel like my business started out really slow, personal business with sales and everything, and parties were kind of like bleh, but then like it just whipped around and just took a turn for the positive for all of us, I feel like. So I know that someone's got some positive things to share. I mean, I know Erin has some things that I can share about her, but you guys go ahead. Someone just hop off of and unmute themselves and share some fun stuff. It doesn't have to be Pampered Chef related either. It could be life wins. Who's celebrating? Small, dumb, it doesn't matter. I want to hear it.
Nothing in anything.
I want to share Michelle. It's not about me, but Michelle has been killing it.
Yes, she has.
Yes, I think she has her first recruit, almost her first recruit, maybe
Michelle!
her first recruit.
Yay! Oh my God! I know you've been working so hard.
Yeah, she's super close.
Her husband had a heart attack. Yeah.
Her husband had a heart attack today, so I was like, I don't think I'm gonna
ask you today. No. That's awful.
Yeah. Well, I've been keeping in touch with her, and she says that they're up in Eugene today finding out what's going on and stuff. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh boy,
fingers crossed.
Yeah. Heart attacks are serious, but like nothing like that serious.
Well, he's in his 20s, so that's a little concerning.
Oh my gosh, that is concerning. I wonder if he has a heart defect or something that maybe they didn't know about.
I don't know, but if he does, then it's good to get it figured out. So.
Oh, for sure. Well, congratulations on both of you guys, Team Vance and Michelle. You guys are killing it. Someone else want to share something that they have that they're winning with life, maybe, or Pampered Chef, like just. I know. Well, no, I'm not gonna share this yet. I'll share it later because I got lots of recognition. I'm excited to share. No one else? What? I feel like I should think of something then. That I'm one of my wins. Oh, Brandy, share something, girl. No? Okay. All right. No wins for Brandy right now to share. I can mute you if you want to. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, let's see. Something that I want to share that you guys are going to see anyway, but something that I'm just like really blown away about is our recruits. Like, I'm going to go to the next slide because that's kind of what the next thing was that I was going to talk about anyway. Why isn't it showing? Okay. Holy crap. Like, our recruits are above the goal that I had set for our team. So I'm celebrating that. Like, you guys are doing so well. It's so awesome to like have that that kind of a atmosphere with our team and our organization. That's what I wanted for us, is to have a growing team, and boom, like it happened in September. All of a sudden, like eight out of 5, like we just exceeded it big time. So that's what I'm celebrating for our organization. Also, like our sales like came through the roof. The organizational sales. Can you see this, you guys? I'm so blown away. And then also something that I'm going to start including here until there's not enough room, and then I'll have to change things up. But September recruiters, like we have multiple people. So you can see here, Mackenzie recruited 2, and I'll share this later. But like, good job, you guys. Your businesses are going to really thank you for sure. And then something else that I wanted to include towards the end of the year is with our organization is recruiting rock stars. So each time you recruit a new team member, you get to put your name. Well, I'll put it on there for you, but your name will be up there on a star. You get to claim a star. So how many stars are you going to claim by the end of this year? So far, we got 8 out of 20, and 20 is the goal. I think we could like supersede that goal, but I'm going to put 20 down to start, and we're already almost halfway there. Okay, moving on. All right, so something else I tweaked a little bit too to accommodate some third gens that might be coming in here pretty soon. For your face to go here in third gen, these are leaders on the rise down here in the bottom. These are people that are senior consultants, or I don't know that anybody's a team. I think that two recruits means team leader, and senior consultant is one recruit. So we've got several people here who are on their way up, and you know, it just depends on like where they're at in generation, where they're gonna go once they move their way up. But like, can you see how close? Like 2 recruits, if you have 2 recruits right now, you only need 3 more to be a director team. Like, that's exciting, right? Like, are you excited? When you see it in numbers, when you see it on paper and like visually, you could see it. It's so much more powerful. I feel like it lit that fire for me when I started. So anyway, this is where we're at status wise for senior director bound for our organization being a senior director team. And what's next? Okay. October consultant reward. This is what we're going to get, guys. When we hit $1,000 in sales, we get this cute little scraper. I don't know if it's like autographed by Doris, but I mean, that'd be cool too. But anyway, 40th anniversary tomorrow. Are you guys so excited about October? Because I'm freaking out. Like I just closed my last party and I'm like, hallelujah. Like October is almost here, and direct sales and all the things, or direct ship. So anyway, that's what you guys get if you get $1,000 in sales in your for your consultant reward. And then who earned the consultant reward last month? And this is the mystery gift. You did, yay! Hey, I'm not mirrored, so it's really throwing me off in my thing. But raise your hand if you hit this and you got these like interesting spices coming our way. Like, I can't even pronounce that one, but there's a couple different cinnamons and they sound fun. So that's exciting. All right. Top recruiters for September, and it makes me so happy to be able to see so many names on this. I just have to say that. Mackenzie Miner with 2 recruits this month. So far, Erin Vance 1 and Hannah Hutchins with 1. Woo-hoo! And Blair Link with 1. Congratulations, ladies. Again, you guys are killing it. Then I wanted to welcome all of our new team members, all 8 of you: Michelle Cooper, Julie Woods, Erica Henson, Gina Martin, Holly, I should probably move this, Holly Mays, Kayla Davis, Jessica Coe, and Emily Adams. Welcome all of you guys. We love you. Okay. Welcome to our squad. It's fun. Okay. So now we have some of our top 5 sellers. I'm just going to do top 5 from now on because I think it's fun to just see more people on this board. So Mackenzie Miner, her sales were at, well, they're at right now as of when I checked last, 4,574. Julie Deaver with 3,283. These are in personal sales, by the way. Erin Vance, 2,742. Amy McGuire, 2,208. And Emily Adams with 2,228. Right on, ladies. You're doing great. All right. So what's this? Okay. So this is representing top shows. So the top show that these individuals had. This is for just one show. Mackenzie Miner had a $2,395 show. This girl needs to share some tips, I must say. Julie Deaver with $1,578 show. Emily Adams, $1,404. I believe that's Emily's first party, so that's exciting. Nice job, Emily. Erin Vance with $1,295 show, and Kaylee Davis with a $1,084 show. And I believe Kaylee Davis, that's her first show too. So woohoo! Good job, ladies. And then I got a blank spot. I don't know what that was for. Okay, so this is fun. I'm going to try to keep up on this every month too, because we're coming in towards the end of the year, and by December 31st, these ladies up here could very well, or like earn a trip to, well, I mean, Julie is like right there, so close. Totally think this is happening for both of you guys, by the way. Julie Deaver is at 53,341 points, and she needs 60,000 to earn the trip to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What? At the Marriott Harbor Beach Resort and Spa. Like, for real, guys. Earning free trips. Hannah Hutchins is at 41,344. Super close, Hannah. Like, here we go. You got this, girl. Okay, and then Keisha Anderson too is at 25,442, which is close to on track. So anything can happen in the last couple months of the year. So let's do this. I want to see you guys. I want to travel with you. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I told you this too. Find out where your track, like for those of you who might be new and have no idea what I'm talking about, you can go into Consultants Corner, hit Explore, and then hit on Incentive Trips, and you can see how to track points and see where you're at as well. Okay, so we're going to do some sharing, and I'm actually going to be sharing on behalf of Mackenzie again because she wasn't able to make it. Now I just have to track down where she messaged me so I can read it. Okay, so I asked Mackenzie to share about recruiting because she was our top recruiter this month so far. So I'm just going to read what she wrote me so that, you know, this is like her sharing, but through me. I'll try to sound like Mackenzie. I'm Mackenzie. I'm from the Sandhills of Nebraska, where I'm a stay-at-home mom, ranch wife, hired man, LOL, so she said. I didn't expect to join Pampered Chef, but when I was informed about the rewards and realized how much support there was, I jumped in. So far, I have brought in extra income for my family, and the friends I've made are an added bonus. For recruiting, I look for, number one, who can this business help like it has helped me? Who is in need of something that they can fit into their lifestyle and make extra income? Number two, who's outgoing and confident with themselves? They will use that in their business. And that's what she said. So she's totally right. Like, those are really good qualities in people too. Number one, like, is a matter of like building that relationship with people, right? Like getting that relationship started so that you build that trust factor. And I feel like I'm like a broken record with sharing this, but like just becoming friends and getting to know this person on a personal level, and then finding out how it can bless their lives instead of how it can bless us. Okay. And then what else did she say with the last part? And I totally forgot. Oh, looking for those rock stars and those hosts who are really crushing it at being hosts. That means that those are the ideal candidates for joining your team, because obviously they're showing all and they're doing all the things that we do. Then obviously they'd be amazing. So those are great qualities to look for. All right, so I do have one more person that I asked to share, and that is Michelle Cooper, who is rocking it on sales. That's what I asked you to share about, right, Michelle?
It was recruiting hosts, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Either way, you just share what, because you're
Okay.
there's something working for you right now. Maybe it was recruiting, and then maybe I don't know. I might have messed it up. But share. I would love it if you would share with whatever you have, because it could help anybody here. So share away, girl.
Good. Well, I normally would have my video on, but I'm taking some antibiotics right now. They're just not making me feel very good. So, and whoever was that earlier, I feel for you because I'm in that same boat too. So, but anyway, so I'm Michelle Cooper. I live on the coast here in Oregon. I started with Pampered Chef because Erin was very good about being persistent. She was actually good. I'm glad she did.
Planting those seeds.
Right, exactly. I honestly was getting out of a different, different company or different business at the time. I was kind of just over it a little bit. And I told Erin, cause she's like, oh, you should totally do this. I was like, you know what? I'm good for the holidays. Just let me know in February. She kept asking and saying, you know what, you'd be great at this. You'd be good at this. And just kept planting those seeds. And so you guys, when we say those things, take it to heart, because even though like you get that no, right? And it does, you will get those no's. Keep planting those seeds, because what will happen is in a week, you'll get that host who said no on Monday to say yes by like Friday, Saturday. So definitely keep planting those seeds. So definitely, keep doing that. Don't let those no's are not no's. They are, I don't have enough information yet. No's are not, they're just not right now, And so just keep that in mind, reach out to them again and again, and I guarantee you they will see how much fun you're having. Um, I love Pampered Chef. Honestly, I love the fact that it honestly has made me more like enjoy cooking more. That's what it's done for me so far. So I got burnt out on cooking where I wasn't, I was kind of bored with it, I'll be honest. And so far right now, like that's what it's done for me. I'm a little new in it for it to be helping money wise so far, although that's, that doesn't hurt either, but as far as asking people for parties, I honestly, I guess I've been in this type of thing long enough now to where it doesn't, those no's don't, I'm not afraid of them, I guess, if that makes sense. And so for me, it's like, oh, you know what, I'll reach out. And if they say no, that's okay. I'll ask them again in 6 months. And I have actually a binder going. And I have every day I write down, 30 people that I ask. I do reach out to a lot of people every single day. Um, some days it's 10 people, some days it's 20, some days it's a full 30. The other day I did like 35. And so it's just asking, you guys. There's no secret to it, just asking. Getting a hold of the birthday list in your Facebook. I thought that was a genius idea. Reaching out to the people in October and saying, hey, your birthday's in October. We should totally do a party for you. How about Pampered Chef for your birthday? And so doing those types of things, I think, and just asking. There's nothing more to it. There's no science behind it. It's just asking. And so I guess that's kind of my trick so far. For me, short and sweet. Just letting them know right now I can kind of work it a little bit better too. Like, hey, I'm starting and I need your support, so I can kind of work it a little bit. But at the same time, just saying, hey, I would love to spoil you with, Pampered Chef. We've got new products coming out in October. We're celebrating our 40th anniversary. I'd love to spoil you. What do you think? Something like that, right? And so if they leave you on read, then I'll make a list, go back to them in 3 months. If they say no, I'll go back to them in 6 months. And so just leaving them in there. And also the biggest thing too is asking every single person in your parties. When I have a host invite people, I ask every single person if they want to host a party. I don't care if they've commented or not. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to ask them. And so I guess just, asking is pretty much the bottom line there. Just, reaching out and, and if they say, no, I'm good, then I can at least follow up and say, okay, cool. Did you have any questions for me? Or did you need help placing an order? And then that way I can kind of get a feel for where they're at as well. So I guess that's kind of my tidbit so far.
Those were awesome. That's basically that's all of our training, like put into like fruition. Like you've done it. Like you took what we gave you in the training and you're like, okay, like I'm going to do the things because this is what they tell me to do. And like, it's working. So
Yeah.
awesome job. I love it. I wanted to highlight some things that you said. Being consistent, that is key for sure. It's easy to like let time just kind of disappear, and doing the asks. I mean, I'm right there with you. I don't enjoy going out and doing these asks, but it's a matter of just doing the things that, even though we're just like, I don't want to do it. But if we don't, like, it'll obviously affect our business. So we have to still do the things even when we don't want to. Staying consistent and, again, remembering those booking ideas that like you shared, like the birthday party idea, or celebrating someone's birthday for the month. Those are just some ideas. Like if you keep up on the booking blitzes and just keep checking in and maybe going back if you run out of ideas. There's so many ideas in these booking blitzes that we've done. So go back in and just search in our team page and type in booking blitz, and like posts will come up for you. So if you need ideas too, if you need more. And then what I also wanted to add too about Michelle and everything, I think that her energy and her enthusiasm too is very helpful. So like you can probably sense that, like that really does carries through when you're talking to people. If they know you're excited about something, if they know that you're excited to like help them earn free products, then they're going to feel that vibe and they're going to want to do it. So I don't know. I just thought I'd just point those out there that I noticed. And then I wanted to ask you real quick, Michelle, how many parties have you gotten booked off of your parties that you've had? Like those You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Oh, I always strive for 3 off of every single party.
and have you been getting those?
I have, except for this one with my last host, but that one was that one just kind of went dead. But that's okay. No,
It's
I
okay, it
strive for
happens.
3, right? I strive for 3, and usually I'll get 3, if not more. So,
Awesome.
but I always strive for 3 because I always, and I always have my host help too. Um,
Yeah.
I used Kristen's host coaching, that page. I mean, literally, she hands it to us. It's like copy paste. It's so freaking easy.
Mhm.
But yeah, I have my hosts, they set up some of those chats where, they'll say, hey, you should do this too. It's so easy. And so that has gotten me a lot. And, people are a little more willing to say, oh, it's not just this weirdo reaching out to me. My friend who's hosting this is reaching out to me and thinks I would be great at it. They know me, so it works out a little bit better too. So if you guys don't do that, I would encourage you to do that. Because they already have that bond if you don't know them, so it definitely encourages them a little bit more. And then a host feels really cool too because they're helping, and so when I let them know, hey, you get $50 free for this plus all the benefits that come with it, like they're kind of excited to help you, and so I definitely encourage, if you guys aren't doing that, to do that as well. And whoever they don't ask, I will go back in and I will ask the rest of everyone else. And so that's my secret, I guess.
I have a question about that, because
Yeah.
I'm really curious. I mean, you've had like a ton of bookings right away. And I know that, like you said, like a lot of people are like your fresh new people that you're reaching out to, but
Mhm.
even the 3 bookings off parties, like some people don't get that. Like I sometimes don't get that. So I'm just kind of curious, like when have you been reaching out to these people? Like when you reach out to everyone in the party, do you do it on Sunday? Do you do it on the following Monday? Do you do it on Friday?
I do it before the party closes. That way I can get it logged into the actual party
Okay,
itself.
gotcha. Yeah.
So most of mine, I think Thursday I have my host reaching out to people. And
Right.
so that'll be when they do that. Friday, we kind of filter through those. And then Saturday I will go in because that's the day I don't work, the morning I don't work. And so I will go in on Saturday mornings and I will ask everybody. And so then I wrap things up by Sunday and I have all of those answers already. I have all my my bookings and whatnot. And so I get them into the party. I announce the winners and I announce, hey, we've gotten so many bookings. And so that's another great point too, because once people see that bookings are happening, they're a little bit more like, oh, somebody else did it. Okay. It's
Right.
kind of like that line mentality. What are we in line for? Oh, we're in line for bookings, and so I also will post that as well. I'll tell people, oh, thanks for hosting, or thanks for being a future host or whatever.
So you're announcing it in the team page too when someone books, so that you let them know, okay, so when the such and such host is like only 1 booking away from earning their bonus. Is that kind of what you do?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So it's just basically a matter of just staying on top of it, guys. Like just, if it gets to where you're so overwhelmed, like every day, you're like, oh, I got so much to do each day. Or you forget, because that's me. Like I try to stay organized and it just blows up in my face sometimes because you got so much on your plate, right? We're doing other things. We're not just working Pampered Chef, right? So you could always set reminders. This is what's been working for me, is just setting reminders on my phone. Or something I learned at the director's retreat this last weekend was, if you have a Google Calendar, just putting in on Google Calendar, okay, Monday, reach out to host coaching stuff, or and then like putting the words there, so you can just copy and paste from your Google Calendar kind of thing. Same thing with like recruiting seeds. Okay, recruiting seed on Monday, recruiting seed on Wednesday, blah, 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 blah. Like you guys see where I'm going. This could probably help you out a little bit too if you're having issues with like organizing and like not forgetting those things, because it's easy to forget. All right. Oh, that was so juicy and awesome. Okay, thanks for sharing so much, Michelle. Oh, I should probably go back to sharing my
Of course.
thing here. Okay. All right. Who all pretty much has this down? Like is like totally confident with direct ship? Raise your hand. Let me know if you are feeling good about this. Everybody good?
I'm honestly really stinking excited.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited too. So excited. Like I've been waiting for this day for a long time. And I've been telling these guys like, it's coming, since they announced it at conference, and it's so excited. Okay, well, if you guys are like totally good with this, I won't really go over it. There's not a whole lot extra to know. It's just they're going to just get their orders and they're going to place them and then they're going to go through like immediately, and we're not going to have any more declined credit cards. Hallelujah freaking Luya. And then we don't have to wait for, you know, like if the host wants to wait to put their order in, we don't have to be like, oh my God, you got like 6,000 orders that we have to hold up because you're not ready. No more of that. No more of that. Oh, and when sales go through, you're going to start seeing your sales go up faster because it's happening right away instead of waiting until the end of the week. You know what I mean? Like you guys are going to hit your rewards levels faster that way too, because you might like have a party that is closing at the end of the month, right into the end of at the beginning of another month, and it could screw up your sales. So I just think this is amazing, and I hope you guys are excited too. If you have any questions, save them for the end of the call and we'll chat about it. This is another thing too that I feel like I went in pretty big detail on our team page on, but if you're still lost, let me know. We want to get our parties closed tonight by, I think it's, does it tell me here? Does it tell us the time? Well, I'm going to go with 9:59 Central Time. So wait, is it 9:59 Central? Yeah, because the Eastern would be midnight, and then what would we be? 8? No, wait, shoot. I don't know. Figure it out. So just have them in by tonight if you can. Because then once things carry over to October 1st, you guys might have some, you just want to avoid, if you can help it, dealing with when it transitions, people that are in the parties that haven't closed yet have orders. They might have chosen the September reward for $80 or more in sales or for their order. That would be something that you'd have to go in and tell everybody about, like extra stuff that you don't want to do, right? Extra stuff we don't have time for. So if you can close all your parties by tonight, that'd be great to avoid all those issues. And the shipping rate's going to go to a flat rate of $7.95 instead of $7.25, and then going up as the order like total increases. It's not going to do that now. So once the order hits 150, they get free shipping, which is going to be huge too, I think. So those are just some things to think about. Nothing too drastic, but if you can close your parties by tonight, that'd be stupendous. Okay, let me just, this is bothering me. I'm gonna do it vertically. There we go. All right, so prepping for October. Bookings, like really that's all, that's the foundation of all this, guys. So if bookings are, if you're struggling with bookings, reach out to your upline or reach out to me and I can help you with ideas. But again, just searching in our team page, Booking Blitz, like I've literally regurgitated everything I know in those Booking Blitzes. So that's all the different ideas that you can choose from. And you could also be creative. And I have something to share with you on the next slide to help with bookings this month, because it's coming into the holidays and everything. And they are going to announce tomorrow when our holiday cutoff shipping time is too. So pay attention and look out for that as well. So anyway, something I put here, use the air fryer still. The air fryer is still super popular. People want that thing, and maybe they want to get it for a gift too. So use that. I shared an air fryer post on one of the Booking Blitzes too. So go search that if you are looking for that. Continue to start using the new products and make videos to generate posts and in excitement about these from your customers and your friends and family. Share that on Instagram stories, or share it on Facebook stories. Just go live. Like if you're scared, that's good. Like do it anyway, because you're going to be surprised at how good you feel afterwards completing something so big like that. It's just going to come easier and easier every time. Get out there and do your asks. Like Michelle said, it's literally just as easy as that, like just going out and asking. So again, Booking Blitz has tons of ideas. Green Dot, like I'm probably going to reach for that soon because I've gotten so many no's lately. I'm just like, I need to go and get these filled. So I'm right there with you guys. If you're struggling, so am I. I don't know if it's just this time of year or what, but this is the first time I've experienced the fall, because I started in October. So this is all new to me too. We're doing this together. We're learning together, guys. Bookings Power Hour. I'm gonna get a little more detailed on this. I want to do a Bookings Power Hour with you guys, and I did put it on like our dates to know here at the end of this basically, it's just all of us getting together like this on a certain day, a certain time, busting it out for an hour, listening to music, and just freaking doing the asks, the things we don't want to do. We're going to do it. I figured I'd do it like the first week of October, maybe Sunday. I don't know if that would work for you guys on the weekend, probably better for everybody because I know a lot of people work. So we'll talk more about that, but that's something that I'm thinking about doing. And then here's a post idea you guys can do. No, that's not a post idea. This is a green dot message you guys can use. Super simple. Hey, so-and-so, I hope you are well. Not sure if you saw my recent post, but tell them about what your post is about. Like, you guys can post anything to spark some excitement. And then once you do that, like, wait a day and then green dot the crap out of people and be like, did you see my post? Oh my gosh, this is happening. I'm excited about it. Share that excitement in there. How exciting is that? What do you think about getting a group of friends together this fall and hosting a virtual party in October or November? So it's giving them like a kind of like a later date to think about instead of feeling like tomorrow, like you want me to host next week? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, they're more likely to say no. And then I would love to get your hands on some of these new goodies for free or half off. So that's just an idea. I'll try to share this with you guys too on our team page so you guys have these slides to look at. So this is an idea that I had, just threw it together literally. I didn't throw this together. I just found it on Pinterest. But this here is Whiskey and Merry Kissmas. Like, so cute, right? You just throw some kisses in a whisk and then wrap a bow around it and just advertise these as like, you guys can like stock up on some of these. And well, you don't have to stock up. You can take a list of people, right? And if people want to get these for loved ones or something, collect a list of how many they want to buy, and you get all the supplies after you have a list of how many you're getting it, and then put the bow on it and put the kisses in it and figure out how much you want to charge, obviously, and then mail them out. Or if they're local people, go hand them out to people before Christmas. So that's an idea. I'm going to do something similar, but I haven't really dove deep into it yet to like think about exactly what I want to do, but that's a super cute idea. All right, looking ahead. So housekeeping stuff. Oh, I can't forget because I did want to share something, you guys, and I meant to do it earlier, but I'm going to share it after this. Okay, again, remember to close out any parties from this month by tonight. I put 9:59 Central, so I'm in Pacific. I can't do math right now. Opportunity event, October 2nd through the 3rd. That is coming up on Friday. Invite now. I did share in our team page, yes, the recruiting day 3, an invite idea script that you can use to send out to people, going down your recruit lead list, picking people out and sending them that invite to get into that opportunity event. Let's get a ton of people in there, you guys. These opportunity events are super fun. And it gives people a chance to get even more information that maybe like us telling them, barfing it out is like, it's kind of scary when you do that one-on-one. But if they see it in an opportunity event, I feel like it's just so much more powerful that way. So invite now and ask me for the link and I'll give it to you, okay? The link to the party. Director Bound, October 5th through the 9th. I'm going to do another Director Bound with a couple other leaders. Hopefully, I have to connect with them. But another Director Bound for any new recruits. We have 8 new recruits this month, so I know there's going to be lots of fresh new eyeballs that are going to need to get into these awesome training opportunities. So if you are new and you haven't done Director Bound yet, this is going to be for you for sure, okay? Bookings Power Hour on Sunday, October 4th. That's what I was talking about earlier. I want to do that. So we'll chat more about that later so you guys don't have to sit here and listen to me brainstorm, but that's what I want to do. And then coming tomorrow, Direct Ship. We already know that. Enamel Cast Iron and Stone Bar Pan. The large stone bar pan is launching tomorrow. And the 40th anniversary is this next month too. So let's hope that they have some really good recruiting promotions because that's what I'm looking for. I'm excited. And then next team meeting is on October 28th. Mark your calendars at 6 o'clock Pacific time. And then stay tuned for more events to help your business later in October. I haven't come up with any yet other than what I just share with you, but hoping to have some good, steady, consistent, fun stuff to do with you guys each month to help you build your businesses. Okay, that's not important. Okay, and then this too, if you guys haven't saved the date for some of you newbies, July 21st to the 24th, 2021 in Chicago, Illinois is our conference. And I've never been to one in person yet. We just had ours online this year. But I can only imagine that being in person is just so much better. So this is the plan for now, unless COVID decides to throw another wrench in 2021. Let's freaking hope not. Okay, Real quick, you guys, I want to share something. I'm just going to stop share and just share my face. Okay. This might come out really terribly because I went to the director's retreat this last weekend, learned some awesome, cool things, got to work with Kristen, and Kristen shared so much awesome things that this is just like a really basic thing that I thought hit me really hard. Like I thought it was really super powerful. So I thought I would just share it with you guys because I just think that everyone should hear it. So what she shared at the very beginning was something, it's called the belief triangle. Who knows what that is or is familiar? Like, have you even heard of it? No one? Awesome, because I'm going to tell you about it. All right, so I'm going to write it on this whiteboard and I'm going to attempt to show you guys, and it's hopefully going to not be like mirrored. So here we go. Belief triangle. Belief is on top. And you can write this down too, because if you write this down and like just take it all in and just let it sink in, okay? All right, so from belief, we're going to go to frick, what was it? Oh, here it is. Okay, action. And then, so you see here, we've got belief and it's going to action. So we start with belief, creates action. There we go. From action comes results, right? So when we have belief, it creates desire and action. From action, it creates results, right? Like when we do things, results happen, right? And from results, ooh, couldn't see there for a second, brings us right back to belief. So this is the belief triangle. Ugh, so hard to keep it in the screen. This is what Kristen shared with me. I'm gonna share with you guys a little bit more details next after this, but this is just super powerful, right? Like it just makes total sense. Like we totally know that when you have a strong belief, that in turn, I'll just do this. Okay. Creates the desire to work your business, right? Like when you have a strong belief in the company, strong belief in yourself, strong belief in the products, and you're passionate about this company, you're going to be more likely to work your business and create some action, right? And then after you start working your business and doing all the things like we just talked about, that's going to in turn create results, and then so on and so forth. It's going to whip back around and just really fuel that belief again. So I just wanted to like talk about that because it's hard sometimes, especially right now, like with all the things that are happening with Pampered Chef and with the world, like our belief could very well be affected at first. And then that's going to in turn affect our action. We're not going to be like, oh, I don't know. I just don't feel like working my business right now. Like too much is going on. I'm not really feeling it right now. Like Pampered Chef is kind of letting me down. I don't know. So then that in turn, your results are they're going to be affected, right? You're not going to see the results. And then your belief is just going to go back down again because you're like, oh, I'm not getting any results. Like maybe I'm not really meant for this. Maybe this isn't for me. Can you see how detrimental that can be? So really, like it starts with belief and working on that. That's the root of all of it, okay? And that's what I wanted to explain to you guys. And then, let me see the time. Okay, we have a few more minutes. I was trying to keep it under an hour, so I'll try really hard to like show you guys this and have you guys help me out a little bit. But the next thing too that I wanted to show you was like thinking of your business as 3 pillars to a house or to a building of some kind. You got one pillar of belief, because duh, we need that, right? The next one is skills. And the next one is the will, the desire. Okay. Woo! Can you see okay? All right, there we go. So if one of these things was to not be there or was not strong, then it's obviously not supporting our house. Our structure here is going to fall apart, right? So if you don't have strong enough pillars here, then it's going to affect our home, which is like our business, right? Think about it that way. So what I wanted to ask you guys was to just take a second. You can think of this in your head if you want, or you can maybe write this down real quick so you have these. Just real quick, it's belief, skill, and will. Those are the 3 pillars. Think about where you are right now with belief, skills, and will, and rate yourself from 1 to 10, 1 being horrible, I'm horrible, just terrible, to 10 being like, I am just freaking on it on that one. So rate yourself from those 3 pillars, and then I'll give you just a few seconds to do that. And then maybe someone can share what they put down, because Brandy, what did you put down for all of your pillars, girl? Is that all 3 6? Is that what you're saying? Okay, gotcha. All right. So Brandy, thank you for being brave and sharing that. She rates herself as a 6. Do you want to tell us why maybe you rated yourself as a 6 for each of those? I'm going to let her put it in the chat. Who else wants to share, though, what they put down? I can share mine, what I put down. Christina says she's a 5 straight across. Okay. Did you guys want to share why? Maybe you're coming up with that and I just don't see it. All right, I'm going to share mine. What I put when I was at the retreat, I put belief. I put 9 because I feel like I'm pretty good. Like we've gone through some craziness with Pampered Chef, and this being my first year and everything like that. Like it's really thrown in some curveballs for sure. And I still feel like my belief is very strong. So that's why I gave myself a 9. Skill though, I said 7. And then with will, I put 7 as well. Because I feel like I can always learn more, right? And then with will, like there's times where I just don't feel like doing it. And I'm sure everybody else too just goes through those phases. And the best thing that you can do when you're going through that phase is just feel it for a minute. And just get up and push through it. Just push through it, because it really does help. Okay, so Brandy, I'm going to read what Brandy wrote here. Brandy said, having a lot of troubles getting yeses on parties and recruits, trying not to get discouraged, but it is hard sometimes. I agree. It is hard for sure. And that can really affect your mood when you get a bunch of no's. Be sure though, when you are getting those no's, to write them down on your follow-up list, because they could in turn become yeses, like after a couple months. So don't let that, like, maybe change your mindset around the no's and thinking, okay, I'm going for no, because even if it is a no, it still might be a yes. So I don't care if it's a no. Do you see what I'm saying? You can turn around and do a positive. Be sure to go in there and good job. Be sure to go into our past party or our past booking blitzes and check out some ideas too if you run out of ideas. Okay. And maybe like you guys can share if anyone has any other cool ideas for asking for booking, share it in our group message strand. That's a great place to share anything that's been working for you that maybe you think that everybody else could use too. So there's that. And then only 1 sale this month, lots of family health issues. Yes, that definitely can. But family first, Christina, family first for sure. Okay, so what I also wanted to do real quick before we close off this call, and I'm doing pretty good on time, is you guys can share this in the chat if you're just not quite wanting to share it on like live or whatever, if you don't want to say anything out loud. But what is like one thing that you can do to, maybe 1 or 2 things that you can do to increase that number for each pillar? Okay. Michelle said 10, 9, and 10. Love it. Oh my gosh. So that means that you have such a strong passion paired with such a strong will. So that's good. Like your results are just going to happen because you are, that's the majority of it supporting it. So So then the one that you would need to work on then is probably skills. So what is 1 or 2 things that you can do to improve your skills? But anyway, put those in the chat, you guys. 1 or 2 things you can do to improve each of those pillars, those numbers that you wrote down. What are some things you can do? And if you're new, you're probably like, I don't know, I'm just new. I just started today. So it's okay. It's okay. You can learn from us that are in here. And I'll share some things that I wrote down too for myself, but soak up all the things. Yes. Be a student and go out there. Like I can tell you right now, you can go onto YouTube and find all kinds of good information that maybe you're not getting like from our team page and you're not getting from your training right yet. Like if you want to be a pro at something, go find a video, go find those videos, go into Dash. Like Dash has some stuff, guys. Dash is pretty loaded down. And just become a student and just be a pro, like learn all the things, and that would be very helpful. Ask in person or on phone voice call. What do you mean by that, Christina? And then just collect for my kids lads. I don't know if you misspelled that. I don't know. Gosh darn it. Ask in person on the phone, not let them discourage me. Yeah, for sure, Brandy. That will help in your belief for sure. Yes. Okay, let me share a few things real quick and you guys can write these down if you want. I didn't write down everyone's stuff that shared because there were so many good shares this last weekend that people had ideas to like help with each of these pillars, but these might help you guys. Okay, so for belief, this is one that I like really drive home because I struggle with it too, and I mean we all do, but continuing to find positives in challenging situations. That's one of the things that I feel like helps me with belief, is coming across a challenging situation. Like we had so many challenges this year, not just business, but life, and looking at it in a perspective of what can I use this? How can I use this and flip it around into a learning experience, positive, something that I can see that comes out in a way that benefits me and uplifts me instead of brings me down and keeps me down and says, you know, in my head, you know, this sucks and I'm just going to wallow in it. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do to make, like, turn this around and make it a positive experience and something that you can learn from? And then visualize yourself doing the thing that you want to do, right? Like, are you visualizing yourself as a director? That's something that you can do. Like visualize it and feel it. Like sit there and just think for a second, like how would I feel when I hit director, when I hit fast track director, when I hit that bonus and I earned $500 like before Christmas? How are you going to feel? How is it going to, like, you're probably not going to taste anything, but how's it going to taste? Like, no, I'm kidding. But all the senses, like, how are you going to feel when that happens? Think about that and visualizing that, and that's going to instill more belief in yourself for sure. Okay. So with will, I just wrote, just do it, but there's more. Setting goals and setting a schedule. Maybe for a lot of us, not me, but a lot of you guys work outside jobs, right? So you're juggling full-time biz with part-time Pamper Chef, right? Like you're doing double. We all have kids. Most of us have kids, right? Or we have animals. So like we're doing a lot of other stuff, and we're wearing a lot of other hats. Okay. So setting some kind of, this is one of the things that I had for a goal, is to learn how to time block, like blocking things out in 30-minute intervals. For me, I feel like would really help. And if I said, okay, this is what I'm doing for 30 minutes and that's it, when 30 minutes hits, I'm changing to the next task. And that will keep me on task and keep me on track. And that's something that I'm going to work on. So if you guys know any good books about time blocking, like send them my way. But that's something that you can do. A reward system for yourself, like reward yourself for these things. Like you don't have to reward yourself for something humongous. Like you don't have to wait till you get director to reward yourself. Reward yourself when you get 5 yeses. Reward yourself when you get 5 no's, because those could be yeses. Like you guys can literally do anything. Like in a reward could literally be going to Starbucks and treating yourself with a coffee. Or if you don't drink coffee, like a tea. I don't know. Like, what do you like to get? What would be a good treat for you? And make that, or go buy yourself a pair of pants or a nice, cute pair of boots for the fall. Something like that. Like, give yourself these rewards, and that will help you with your will and your was it your not your willpower, but there's another word. But anyway, you know what I'm getting at. Let's see, what else can I say for that? Nothing. Okay. So skills. Find an accountability partner. I think this one would be really, really big for you guys where you're at right now, is finding someone who is killing it and be their buddy. Like, be buddies. Find someone who's like, that will push you, that's maybe doing a little bit more and you want to do that too. Ask them to like share some tips and work together. Be accountability partners. There's a ton of people in our team that you guys can reach out to and find that buddy that will help you. And you know, you guys can partner up and give each other ideas and keep each other on task there too. And that will in turn build your skills, because you're learning from somebody that might be, you know, just a step ahead, right? Business development, personal development, you guys, those are all just always amazing. So finding a book that you're learning, that you want to learn about this particular skill, like me, time block, like that's something that I want to learn how to do. Same thing, like that can help your business. Find a book or a podcast or something like that that will help you. I don't know, like maybe a blog or something like that that can help with that particular skill you're looking to build. But I would just pick one skill that you really want to build and work on that first, rather than like all these skills. You're like, oh, I need to know everything right now. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Information overload will like, you will be paralyzed. And I think that's all I got for you guys. I hope that's helpful. That's something that really, really struck me and was really powerful when she just broke the ice with that this last weekend. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it makes sense, you know, like the belief triangle for sure. When you lose your belief and your passion and in yourself, especially, then things are just going to like fall apart. And it's just a constant reminding yourself to go at your own pace and become a student. And you know what? We're all going to get there. We're all going to get there. Fail forward, right? Does anybody have any questions? Brandy says, thankfully, my husband is very supportive and helps a ton. Yes, that's your accountability partner. That's awesome. It's always so good when you have your spouse on board too. Okay, you guys, throw in the chat if you need anything before I close up, okay? Or you can just unmute yourself, because we're all family and I don't care if you interrupt. You won't have to go to the corner. No questions? Okay. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. I love these calls. Like, they're becoming my favorite thing of every month. And that's, like I said, I want to do these more often, like small group calls maybe. So anyway, let me know if you guys need anything in the future, and just stay tuned about the opportunity event. Go out there and invite your peeps. Invite those rock stars in the parties right now and your hosts who are killing it. Those are your people. And then go down your recruiting lead list, or if you don't have one, start one, because that's going to help you in the long run. All right. Okay, guys, have a wonderful night. I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.